Hello and welcome to another video of me and my computer. For Pride Month, I thought I would do my John Waters filmography ranked video. I just finished watching all of his films the other day, and I was like, perfect timing for gay month. So as you can tell, I am a lesbian, so I feel as though I'm allowed to give my opinions. I'm gonna start with last place and work my way up. So we're starting with number 12, which is Mondo Trasho, which is John Waters' first film. Mondo Trasho was made in 1969, and like I said, was John Waters' first film. This isn't 12th for me because out of all of his films, it's definitely like the only one I wouldn't rewatch. I'm glad I did watch it to finish out all of his films, but I definitely wouldn't go back and rewatch this because once you watch it once, it's kind of enough. I do enjoy that Divine is still hot in this though. John Waters keeps that going through all of his career, that Divine be looking good. In the 11th spot, I have Pecker, which is not my fave of all of John Waters' more high production films. It's definitely my least favorite. It just doesn't have as much like grit as his other films do. I do love Christina Ricci, so I was glad that she was in this, but it's just kind of I mean, like, it's racy for like normal movie standards, I guess, but for him it just kind of is flat. I will say though, I do love Brandon Sexton because I am a big fan of Empire Records. So him being in this as a shoplifter like he is in that movie was really fun. In 10th place, I have Desperate Living, which is from the late 70s. This one is okay. It's weird. It's definitely weird. And it's weird to watch one of his earlier films that doesn't have Divine in it for sure. But I found it enjoyable enough. I think that having Mink Stoll as like the main role was really enjoyable to watch, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but I definitely would rewatch, like with other people, but I don't think I would solo rewatch. In 9th place, I have A Dirty Shame, which is from the early 2000s. This film isn't bad by any means, but once we keep going up, we'll start getting to like the god tier level John Waters films, and so when a film is just okay, it's kind of poor for John Waters, if you know what I mean. I do really love that Johnny Knoxville is in this. I'm a big Jackass fan. But I mean, it's cute, it's fun, but I don't know. Out of all of his more high production value films, this and Pecker just aren't my favorite. In 8th place, I have Polyester, which is from the early 80s. This one was actually surprising for me because I thought I would like it more. But for this era of John Waters, it's just not, it doesn't have what I want it to have. But I love, again, how Divine centered it is. I love Divine with dark hair, actually. That's like a personal favorite thing of mine. But it's fun, it's cute, it's just like, it's one of those things again where his films are so good that when he has a film that's just great, it's lower on the list because he has made things that are amazing. But yeah, not my favorite, but definitely like compared to like Pecker, I'll rewatch Polyester before I rewatch Pecker for sure. In 7th place, I have Multiple Maniacs. I did really enjoy this. I love Divine being a lesbian. Again, of course. And I like it being in black and white. I can tell that it's one of those things where we were so, like, he's so close to how good Pink Flamingos and Female Trouble are. And again, love Divine and Mink Stoll being a lesbian couple. I mean, who was surprised? In 6th place, I have Female Trouble, which is from the early 70s, and I love the whole storyline with Divine's character and her being rebellious when she's younger and smoking the cigarettes out the window at school, and you know, the infamous cha-cha heel scene. But I do feel like some of this kind of misses the mark in places that Pink Flamingos does, so that's why it's just a little bit behind that. but I love so much of this. There are parts of this that aren't my favorite, like I said, but all in all, this one to me is one of the prime John Waters movies, and I think is really excellent in his lower production value repertoire. In fifth place, I have Cry Baby, which is actually the first ever John Waters film I watched in middle school, actually. I love this movie. From here on, we're getting into the ones that I really, truly adore, and it gets really hard for me to rank them. But truly, Cry Baby is so excellent, and it's a satire of like greaser culture. I love Hatchet Face. I love just like all of the characters. Also, Johnny Depp being in this kind of makes it go down the list. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I don't fuck with him. But yeah, it's so good. And having this be my first John Waters movie, I think really set the tone for how I saw his later films, because I didn't even know who John Waters was when I watched it. I was just like, oh my god, this is a great and crazy film. And then I got older and I was like, oh. So yeah, this is in number 5 because like I love this movie, but I would not say this is his best, but like I love this movie. In number 4, I have Pink Flamingos. I almost feel bad not having this higher up, but this film is just so iconic and amazing and has so many quotable lines and like iconic scenes. And I love that this movie is so dramatic and so shocking while still having substance to it, where it's not just like, I love John Waters, but some of like Mondo Trasho, it's shocking without having a super great plot line to it. But this has an amazing plot on top of all of that, and it really just creates a perfect story. And I love Divine, so this is just like perfect. I love everything about Divine in this movie. I love her. Alright, now we're into the top 3. In my 3rd place, I have Cecil B. Demented. This was actually shocking for me because I watched this probably near like the middle of watching all of his films, and I didn't know I was gonna like this so much. Like, I love this movie. I love everything about this movie. And like the cast, the plot line, the sets, the tone, the message. This truly is like a perfect movie to me. And it makes me so sad that it's so, I feel like, underrated for his filmography, because it is truly perfect. I love this movie. If you are a fan of John Waters and you've never given this one any mind, please watch it. It is so good. In 2nd place, this may be controversial, but I have Serial Mom. I adore this movie. This movie is everything to me. I love it with the like to the bottom of my heart. I love that it's basically like a horror thriller movie. I love the gore in it. I love that Matthew Lillard's in it. I love just the story. I love the commentary on the way we treat criminals and stuff. I love how much John Waters jokes about the death penalty in this. Like, this is a perfect movie. I was in like actively realizing that this was going to be like life-changing for me while I watched it. It is so good. It's another one where I feel like it's really underrated for his filmography, because of course people have seen like Cry Baby and Pink Flamingos and stuff, but Serial Mom is something some of y'all don't know about. Also, L7 is in it. L7, that felt very personal to me again. But god, like, it is so good. Please, if you haven't seen Serial Mom, watch Serial Mom. Too good. A John Waters horror thriller movie. I'm logged in. I'm watching it. And in 1st place, I feel like it's almost a cop-out, but I have to say it's Hairspray. I love Hairspray. I don't think you understand, like, I love Hairspray. As a plus-size woman who is dramatic and kind of the worst, this is everything to me. Tracy Turnblad, you are everything to me. I love this movie. I also love like this era of America. I think it's so funny. I think everything about this film is perfect. And no, I don't care about the musical. Don't talk to me about it. Like, I get that some of you like it, I just cannot get into it. Because it just doesn't have the same oomph that this does. This is everything. Everything. When they're making out in the alleyway and there's rats on their shoes. Come on. Debbie Harry in this. Debbie Harry. You know a movie's gonna be good when Debbie Harry is in it. Videodrome? Hairspray? When she pops up, you know that's gonna be a #1 pick. Hairspray is everything to me. Literally, if you were like Tessa, only a few movies can exist in the world, this would be one of them. This movie is everything to me, and I love that Tracy being plus size isn't like, oh, she gets made fun of for it, because the people who do make fun of her for it are told to like shut up. Like, this film is so comforting as a fat person. Like, I'm sorry, this is my everything. I know that some of you won't get it, but the people who get it will get it. And the people who get Hairspray, you and me, because I love this movie. I want to rewatch it right now. I will. So yeah, that's my ranking of all 12 John Waters movies. I will put my Letterboxd in the description so you can see where this list is held. Before this one, I did my Sofia Coppola ranked. I might make a video for that. But I wanted to get this one out this month because, again, be who you are for your pride. Anyway, so I think I might either do David Lynch or David Cronenberg. Those are two people who I have watched things from that I want to deep dive into their career, so I might do one of those. But yeah, if you have any ideas for videos for me to do, let me know, because I would love to get some inspiration. I will literally just do a video of me like showing you my Pinterest. Like, trust me, anything you say I probably might do. So if you have any ideas, comment them, because I'll show you anything. You're balanced on a Sonic cup right now. You think I have shame? No. Anything you want, I got. Well, I wouldn't say that. I'm gonna end this. Alright, bye!